Get on the road again. Let's get that defroster going. Okay. Hello, Brandon. First major snowstorm of the year is upon us. And I'm doing a quick drive. Came up here to Gettysburg, trying to pick up, and this is nothing compared to what's about to hit us. This is literally just the beginning. Turn around up here. And the falling apart turnaround. Okay. But yeah, I'm one of the people that's ignoring my own advice, and I came up here to get some pants up here in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. But I ran up here to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania to try and get some pants. I just got a job offer yesterday, and I have to go down on Monday for it's not an interview, but sort of an interview. And so I came up here to get some new business casual style pants, because it's not necessarily a full dress up kind of interview, but definitely you want to look nice still. And I ran up here to the one store that I like coming to, because they always have stuff in my size, and I just learned that they're closing, and so they don't have anything left in the store except for like their except for their clearance section and suits. So I ordered some new khakis and did 2-day shipping, so hopefully they'll come in before Monday. If not, I got a pair of dress pants at home I can wear. It'll be a little bit more formal than I want to be, but whatever. In my opinion, it's better to be overdressed than underdressed. So, traction active. My traction control's already kicking in. Woo! Anyway, so I decided to live stream this drive just because it's supposed to be the first major storm of the year, or this season, I should say, in this region. And so yeah, I wanted to do this. Big old American flag, America. Let's take the long way. There's less hills, and the roads I'll take are probably going to be better taken care of than the one I put, or this one was sticking pretty good on the one I just on Route 97. I'll cut up the Route 30 and take that down to 94 and take that back south into Maryland. Oh yeah, I know. Are you gonna stop there, or Chevy? Good nets. It's like you didn't even try. But yeah, I'll cut it up this way and then cut back down through Hanover instead of trying to deal with 97. It was already sticking pretty good on 97 near Silver Run, so it's just probably going to be better if I take the super main highways compared to this. I don't really know how PA does their plow operations, so. Got their Gettysburg. yeah, don't be the idiot like me and stay home. It was one of those, I'm glad I did it because I was still able to at least order new pants. So hopefully they'll come in before this meeting or interview, whatever you want to call it. But yeah. Oh, trust me, if it's not too bad by the time I get home, because I actually have to stop at Wally World on the way home, that's actually where I'll end the stream probably. Well, that is where I will end the stream, because I'm not going to keep the stream going when I go inside the store. That would be weird. But, goodness. The road is completely covered here. This is just lovely. If it's not too bad when I get home, I'm going to take my Crown Vic up to North Carroll's parking lot. I don't care if that's the Sheriff's Office Training Academy now. They'll just, they'll see the Crown Vic and the rookies will be like, oh, that's just someone that works here. No. LOL. But I like my wipers on. So. Hey, my family's actually impressed with how well our 2002 M3 did a few years ago. We were up in New Jersey for a family funeral, and it like snow / ice overnight. It was like a sleet mix kind of thing going on. And so the next morning, I mean, like all the highways and stuff were all slush, and we're like, we're in the worst car possible for this. And it actually did a really good job. Really good job in that weather. The traction control module did a really good job in it. I mean, shoot, we didn't even lose traction when we changed lanes, and we had to really go into those slushy mess. So it did a really decent job. So I would assume that other BMWs, as long as you have the right tires and stuff on it, it should be fine. I mean, that thing's a rear-wheel drive, high horsepower sports car, and that thing did fine in the snow. I mean, I wouldn't take it out in like a major blizzard, but for the slushy mess that we had, it did great. Actually, one of the reasons why I'm in the gas tank right now, even though I have an all-wheel drive pickup truck at home, I figured, God forbid, if something actually happened, I'm in the car that's, as much as I hate saying this because I love this car to death, but where I'm in the car that if, God forbid, something happened, wouldn't be the end of the world if it totaled. In all honesty, I'm not really having any issues yet. I have decent tires on my car. I mean, they're not great. I probably should replace at least the front wheels, because I didn't really do that good of a job rotating my tires like you're supposed to. So my front ones are pretty worn out already. So I probably should get new ones soon, but this guy's pulling over. Let me pass. Nope, nobody's starting. Okay. No, he's not going fast. Okay. But coming up into Gettysburg, Pennsylvania here. Fun little fact, my great-great-great-great-grandfather, I think I have the right amount of greats, I don't know, actually fought here back in the Civil War. He was with, what was it, the 50, no. Oh man, I'm completely drawing a blank on what unit he was in. Which sucks, because the monuments were literally right over the hill to my right here. But yeah, he actually fought here back in the Civil War. He was actually only 15 years old when he fought here. just imagine that, just 15 years old and you're fighting in a war. Like, that's just mind-boggling. And he ended up becoming the only other police officer on my mom's side of the family. After he got out of the military, he joined the Hoboken Police Department up in New Jersey, and we actually have his revolver he used when he worked there. We wouldn't dare fire it now because that revolver's probably seen better days, but it's one of those, I want to get it fixed up, at least cosmetically, and put it on display. I don't want to dare fire it anymore. It's been so long. But so it's just really neat to know that little piece of history, and Gettysburg being so close to us, I always love coming up here and visiting. So, alright, this is Route 30. Let's go through the roundabout. If anyone cuts us off, 2 feet I have to go on it. Stick on this road until PA 94 and take that back south. Hopefully I also don't get pulled over by a truck. It's 30, go left. Okay. Actually, if I take 116, I think that takes me back out in the middle. I'll take 30. I would think Route 30 is probably going to be the better highway. At least one would logically think, because it's this U.S. route and such a major highway. I would think that one's probably going to be plowed and salted better. Knowing PA though, it's probably opposite. You know, they probably salt back roads first before the main roads, because PennDOT. I like how that guy's already shoveling. He's like, dude, do you know how much snow we have left to go? I mean, it's smart to shovel now, or to start shoveling early, but that's still a little too early for me. Once we start moving, it's fine. It's when we stop that I have to turn it on. I'm just thankful for state highways, period, in Maryland. They do, I mean, they're not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but they do definitely one hell of a job. A lot better than Pennsylvania. Trading Post. I love their commercial. They buy, sell, and trade. I listen to a lot of 98.5. It used to be the Peak, now it's Rocky 98.5, but it's a station based out of Hanover, and I love the commercial that they run for that Gettysburg Trading Post. I'll be passing it up here on the left somewhere. I forget exactly where it's at. Should also be passing the Adams County Detention Center somewhere up here. mom's had to come up here quite a few times to take people back down to Maryland. Turn my heat down. I don't need it on full or high anymore. 23. But I act like an old man, so I already know that. Yes. Oh, hey, Frankie. I just realized that you were in here. Yeah, I've always been like just such an old man in my just. I'm an old soul, as they would say. Why would you drive that Mustang in this? If any car is to spin, that's the car that would do it. That's why I'm driving the Aztec and not the Crown Vic. I would only drive the Vic if I absolutely needed to. And I would also try and find some snow chains to throw on that sucker. She actually does really good in the snow if you have chains on. I love how Pennsylvania spends so much money on putting up those signs. They probably spent $100,000 to put up those masts that simply say, this lane does that, this lane does that, and that lane does that. Maryland, they would just put the markings on the pavement and signs like the ones up here on the right. And be like, that's it, that's all you get. Good luck. Pennsylvania is very very sign happy. Just spun wheels a little bit there. using the built-in camera on my cell phone. It's a Galaxy S20. Whatever camera it's defaulting to. Watch for ice. It's the only time of year that sign is actually applicable. I love those signs, especially when you're driving around in, the middle of the day or middle of summer. It's 90 degrees out, but you remember you gotta watch out for that ice. Oh. Yes, I'm currently driving my 2001 Pontiac Aztek. It's only the front wheel drive edition, but I'm perfectly happy with that, and she holds her own when it's snowing like this. And here comes an idiot that doesn't have their lights on. Pretty sure it's still up here too. I don't know for sure, but I'm 99% sure. Maryland, I know it's when your wipers are on, your headlights are required to be on. eBay just made a loud noise for no reason. And whatchamacallit, so Lincoln Logs. Oh, I see a snowplow. He'll get pelted with salt in a second. Oh wow, I didn't get pelted with salt, surprisingly enough. Barber room. And why are we slowing down here, folks? I guess this guy ahead is making a right turn. Yeah, he is. Speed limit 55. I can't drive 55. Might do 40 here, but that's as high as I'll go. They don't like it, so well. The road's actually not that bad here. I don't even know what bird that was. It's just chilling on the side of the road, just minding its own business. It's got 3,000-pound machines driving past, and it's just like, doo 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 doo. Did that sign say that road's name was Kilpatrick Road? I'm gonna have to look that up now when I get home. I'm pretty sure I misread that, but if I didn't, that's freaking amazing. Coming up to the one passing zone in a minute. Hello, Twin Cities. I was that person. I had to run up and do. Oh, hey Blaine. I was that guy and had to run out and do some shopping. Still have more shopping to do. So I got a job offer yesterday, and I have one more interview on Monday. But as long as that goes through, I have the job. I signed whatchamacallit, whatever it's called. I'm drawing a blank on what it's called right now. But I came up here to Pennsylvania to try and pick up some pants, some new khakis, and the store I like is closing apparently. Apparently the Gettysburg outlets and the store couldn't come to an agreement about leasing, and they are pulling out and leaving. So it's like, oh, well. Next closest store that's similar to the one up here is in Frederick, and then there's one that's a little bit closer, but the guy said that's more of like the more formalish kind of place down in Towson. But if I ordered the pants that I wanted through, or I ordered the pants and signed up for 2-day shipping, so hopefully I get them before Monday. We'll see. But so well, I'll have to see about that. Worst case scenarios, I do have dress pants I can wear. It's just that this is more of a like business casual kind of thing. So I would just be overdressed, which personally to me, I would rather be overdressed than underdressed. But it is what it is. So I ordered the pants, and hopefully they come in. If not, it's not the end of the world. I've been still pretty much doing normal shopping as much as I can, because especially right now with how everything is, like I know a lot of businesses are struggling, so I've been trying to go to the brick and mortar stores and stuff like clothes shopping. I will always do in person and not online. The only reason why I ordered these pants online today is, even though I did it at the store, but the only reason why I did the online order was just because I like trying my stuff on first, because anyone will know all different brands are cut differently. So it's like one company you might be one size, but different company you're another size. And it's just, that's why I always do my online shopping in person. The only clothes I will buy online are like a t-shirt, because those generally, no matter what, will always fit right. But yeah, it's just That's just what I do. Hey, Rockingham County. Got to cross over some railroad tracks. Here in New Oxford. I believe that was the Hanover sub. Wind's picking up here. Keep my window clear. Employee owned. What does that mean? Still a little bit further up. It's close though. It's close. Right now I'm in Adams County. Thanks, my windshield wipers are frozen. Nice. Got some ice building up there on the windshield. Just knock that out of the way. This is Route 94. Uh-oh. I see the police is up ahead. What agency is that? Apparently this truck broke down. I don't know if any other states do this, but one interesting thing that PA does with its police is that they have regional police departments here. So instead of doing like a county sheriff's office or a county police force that patrols the county and stuff like that, they a lot, since Pennsylvania, every square inch of Pennsylvania is incorporated into some type of municipality. A lot of these municipalities have teamed up to create a regional police department that will patrol the different municipalities, so like different townships and boroughs, and so they all share the costs instead of contracting out with the state police. Because I think there's only one county that has a full service sheriff's office, and that's like Allegheny County, I think. But here their sheriff's office is like have a lot. Even though, as far as I know, every county has a sheriff's office here, they're like very limited in what their authority is and what they can and can't do, which is way different than a lot of other states. He's like, down in Maryland, all of our sheriff's office are full authority police departments or sheriff's offices. They can do pretty much anything a police department can do. The only difference in Maryland is that some counties, like Baltimore County, decide to form a police department on top of their sheriff's office. So police department handles pretty much everything, while the sheriff's office only does court-oriented stuff like serving paperwork and court security, while the county police do everything else. Same with like Montgomery and Anne Arundel counties. Carroll County is different. Carroll County, the sheriff's office handles everything outside the towns, and then the town police departments handle everything within the town. And then state police handle everything state highway oriented. But yeah, Pennsylvania's a little weird with the regional stuff. It's like they have Southern New York Regional. The police officer back there was Eastern Adams County Regional. They have Northern New York Regional and a couple of other ones I don't know about. But I just find that interesting. Instead of just maybe the county forming a police department or something like that, they just do all these regional things. Well, it's funny, where I live essentially in the center of town. However, because, 5-year-old drew the town limits of my town, we technically are not in the incorporated portion of my town. We are in the unincorporated area of Carroll County that just happens to be near this town, even though we're surrounded by the town on 3 sides. But we are actually about a few blocks away from the town police department, but if anything happens, we have to call the sheriff's office, and the sheriff's office is the one that will respond out to us. Now, if it's a life or death situation, the county police or the town police will respond. But if it's like we need to make a theft report, burglary report, something like that, we would have to call the sheriff's office and have them come out. Even though the town department's right around the corner from my house. But that's just how it is. And one little interesting fact for anybody from Carroll County that's watching, all of the town police are actually deputized as deputies as well with the sheriff's office. So even though their primary jurisdiction is the town that they work in, they do have authority. If they leave the town, they would be exercising their deputy status then. But typically they try to stay within the town because that's obviously their normal area. Like, it's funny, my mom, before she retired, she worked for one of the town departments in Carroll, and the one time she pulled over someone in our actual town. She was on her way home from work. This guy decided to use the right turn only lane to pass a truck right in front of her marked patrol car. So she stopped him and wrote him a ticket and stuff right there, even though she's technically outside of her normal area. But because she was deputized, she was able to do it. Yep, Carroll County. Some of the other counties in Maryland do it too. I just know for a fact that Carroll does it because I live there, and I've had a relative that actually worked for an agency in Carroll, so. So like all the town departments, they on top of being sworn in as a regular officer for that town, they get deputized by the sheriff's office. Charles County is probably the same for any of the towns down there. Use some of my window washer fluid, see if I can't break up some lights on my wiper blade already. It's radio. I don't know what road that is, but it's radio. Doesn't say if it's a drive, a road, an avenue, it's just radio. Cool. I think that's actually where 98.5 is off of. We're coming into Hanover as we speak. Okay, Minnie, I know it's snowing out, it's all that, but the road here is actually not that bad of shape. You don't have to go like 4 miles an hour. Apparently this stretch of 94, PennDOT did not feel like putting what the suffix of the road is. It's just the name of the road. Doesn't tell you if it's a drive, avenue, road, street, whatever. So those roads back there didn't have their suffix there. Like this one doesn't. This is just Clearview. Clearview what? It's weird being up here during the daylight. Usually when I come up here, it's not or nighttime when I'm like up here for whatever reason. Neither rain nor sleet nor snow and whatever the other parts of it are. The mail's got to get through. This has got to be the weirdest intersection in this entire area. Like, seriously. A green light followed by a red light, fine, or green light. Like, why couldn't they have made the crosswalk? Like, why couldn't they have just made the stop bar back here for the intersection, all that? Why? The, like, engineer side of me is just going, why? This makes no sense. Because this light is literally for the crosswalk. Why can't they have the crosswalk up here? There is a crosswalk here, so why would they need that light? And why would they need this light? It makes no sense, PennDOT. Why? Why? You can't make people walk an extra 5 feet to the crosswalk? It makes no sense. Temperature's been steadily decreasing too since the snow started. When I left my house, it was 31 degrees, now it's 25. That's nice. Means more snow. Once it stays like this. That truck was waiting, if that truck had green or not. I don't know if that light was burnt out or not. I'll have to look at that later. ABS kicked in there. Alright, that was loud and obnoxious for no reason. Don't even have my sound turned up that high. TF. A lot of people aren't driving with their lights on. Oh, got the one guy, oh, better turn my hazards on, it's snowing, so like anyone else can tell that it's snowing. Let me also tailgate the snot out of that SUV because, you know, it's snowing. Stuff like that, I just blows my mind. I really don't get why people. It's like your hazards should only be used in emergencies. And that's it. Or whenever required by law. That's my opinion. So, like, if you were going up like if the truck ahead of me was going up a steep grade on an interstate or something, the speed dropped to below 45, yeah, turn your hazards on. But like when it's just snowing or bad weather, there's no need to have your hazards on. There's no need. Just turn on your headlights, people will see you, and drive normal. Well, not normally, but you know, drive with care. Like right now, that truck ahead of me, if that semi had the panic stop for whatever reason, that truck's going right in the back of that trailer. There's no way he would stop in time. Another big Merca flag. Excuse me. There used to be a gas station that closed recently, and now it's just sitting there. I wonder if they're ever going to like tear it down or rebuild it or do whatever. I approve of that flag that we just passed. I highly approve of it. Again, do not turn your hazards on. We already know it's hazardous. We don't need you to remind us. Only use hazards if it's an emergency. That is one of my pet peeves. Neat. Technically, I'm up in, I think this is York County right now, Pennsylvania. Ran up to Gettysburg and figured it would be best to take Route 30 home instead of taking Route 97, because 97 was already getting bad. 97 has a lot of big hills and stuff on it. I mean, this has got hills on it too, but 94 and Route 30 are way better plowed and salted, I believe, because these are like super main highways. In fact, this highway actually gets, even though it's a state highway, it actually receives federal funding as part of the National Defense System or whatever it's called. Yeah, I just don't feel like getting stuck today. Like that road that we just passed, that's a dirt road and it's completely covered. Like, I mean, you can see how Route 30 is. 97 would be a lot, it's probably way worse than this. Excuse me. Excuse me again. You guys must be really far behind on the street. Oh, we're entering Maryland. Bump, bump. We're back in Maryland. So now I'm officially back in Carroll County. South of the Nixon again. I've actually been impressed. A lot of people have actually been doing pretty well with the snow. I haven't really, except for like the few people that are just following too close, everyone seems to be doing pretty well. Passing the traffic camera. So the state just saw me drive by. Or anyone watching a chart camera. for here, Route 30 just saw me drive by. Truck's getting a little close there to the center line. Oof. Traction active. Left wheel lost it there for a second. Felt that one pull. Phew, this might not have been a good idea. I mean, doesn't look like this stretch has been even touched. Right there with you, dude. I wish this car was still, wish Pontiac and the Aztec were around. My aunt actually had a Saturn Ion, and that thing actually was decent. It wasn't the greatest car in the world, but she took care of it, and when she got rid of it, she had 200,000 some odd miles on it. Again, don't use your freaking hazards, people. Just turn your headlights on, and you're fine. Everyone knows that conditions are bad. Unless if you get stuck, don't use your hazards. Please. Especially on some cars, it's like the Aztec. If I turn my hazards on, I won't have brake lights. Because my brake lights are the blinkers. GM used the same bulb. This guy needs to turn his lights on. Very nice. Could be coming into Manchester in a little bit. I think that truck's wheels were spinning because he slowed way down on that hill. Make sure I give him space. So if he gets stuck, I want to be able to get around him. I mean, GMC is just rebranded Chevy. It's just a more expensive Chevy, but it's literally the exact same. I didn't understand why they discontinued Pontiac but kept GMC. Because literally GMC is just Chevy rebadged. I mean, that's all that GM is, but literally, it's the same vehicle. The only difference is that GMC is supposed to be the more luxurious one. It's like, snit. Alright, make sure I give this truck plenty of space, because if he gets stuck, I won't be able to get around him. I would say probably an inch or two on the ground at this point. It's not horrible. Oh, there's the mail. Remember, neither rain nor snow nor sleet nor dead. What is it? Dead of night or winter or something? Oops, someone's stuck. Got the police is here. What's happening? I don't know if you can see him. I think someone's probably stuck on the hill. Let's go move over a little bit so you guys can see him. Okay, I think that's probably a sheriff's car. Moving, so hopefully that means I can start moving in a minute. I think people got stuck on the hill here, and man, I hope they aren't going to turn us around. So that means I'm going to have to take Bachman Valley back out the 97. So I'm not taking any back roads, I'm sticking to state highways. Hey, so cat. No, that English is hard. Currently stuck in traffic at the moment. I don't know what's going on here. I'm assuming someone got stuck on the hill and police are blocking the road. I don't know if you can really see them that well. I'm just happy I didn't get stuck on the hill because the people behind us are probably freaking stuck. No way to get past. Or, you know, they'll probably get stuck trying to, go up the hill. Can't really see you right now. I'm still stuck around the corner. I'll dismount this for a sec. See if you guys can see him a little bit better. Oh, it's moving. Just shut his lights off, so I'm assuming that means we're good. Assuming people just got stuck here on the hill. Oh wow, I can definitely see the ice right here. Alright. Increase my distance with this semi. At least I'm going downhill at the moment. Nope, and he's got his hazards on again. At least we're going downhill at the moment. This is, at least we got gravity with us. Making sure I have a bailout plan if I have to stop suddenly. So I'll send myself into the ditch before I hit the truck. I'd rather have my car get towed out of a ditch than rear on the semi. Not quite sure what that little traffic hang-up was. Although I see a snowplow up ahead, so hopefully that means he's putting some fresh salt down, so it's probably not plowing. There's not really enough to plow, but as long as he's salting the road, I think we'll be fine. Okay, up this. Just gotta maintain momentum. And I'll be fine. It's always the biggest thing with these grades. So you just gotta maintain momentum. Once you get going, just keep going, and make sure you leave enough space in front of the person, or the person that's in front of you, because if they get stuck, you want to be able to get around them, or at least be able to stop in time. Oh, we got pelted. And we got the guy that's doing 2 miles an hour up the hill. He's going to be the reason that we get stuck. This stretch was salted pretty good. What's that? Ambulance getting gas and sheets. It's not Manchester. Yellow, which just, I don't know what department that would be. Unless if oh, there's the sheriff. Out the fire department. Excuse me. Brakes a little bit here. Make sure I got plenty of space between me and that truck so we can go up this next hill. This guy needs to turn his lights on. When he gets the hint, because they're all stupid. Last big hill that I had to worry about. We are good. Giant teddy bear on top of the bus. even though I've been cruising or like putting along, I'm still getting really good gas mileage. I'm currently getting 22.6 mpg. That ain't bad. Except for, you know, it was probably higher until I got stuck at that, whatever that was, with the road being closed for a second. I make traction control upset because I'm entering the right lane that hasn't been driven in a while, it seems like. So I need to turn right up here. I'm not going to get next to the truck until I know for a fact he's in that lane. This is fine. Stay in your lane, Mr. Truck. Even brake movements. Alright, well, I'm going to be ending the stream here in a minute. Once I get into a parking spot and stuff here at Wally World. I'll stay on the stream for like a minute or two. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I pull in here. I'll be able to answer them once I get into a parking spot. Spot. I'll take that one. I'm sliding. There she goes. I'm not going to go that way because an old lady's crossing the street and I don't want to risk hitting her. I'm going to go down this aisle. I can't tell if that's the reserve spot or not. No, it's not. Right here next to the reserve spot. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask them real quick. I just noticed that work truck over there, you can see it better, he's currently parked in a handicap spot. I don't know if they have a placard or not. But that's still suspicious. Garage door truck parked in a handicap spot. So, alright, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask real quick. I'll stay on for like a minute or two and answer any. But if not, I'll sign off here in a minute. And I just want to say thank you for everyone that tuned in. Don't be like me. Don't be the idiot that's out here driving around, and stay home. And yeah, it's one of those do as I say, not what I do moments. And so yeah. Anyway, since I don't see any questions here, have a good day and be safe.